Hey everyone, it's Ricey, and today we're back with another ship walkthrough. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but today's is important. So if you saw last week's video where I talked about my big giveaway and giving away a cutter with the ghoulish green, you need to watch this video because somewhere in this video there is a hidden code that'll give you a couple more entries to that. And then also Friday's video, which is a K-pop video. If you've been around my channel a little bit, you've noticed that those started popping up. There will be a code hidden somewhere in that video as well. So y'all got to listen to some K-pop with me, but that's okay. I think y'all can do it. Anyways, so today's ship that we're looking at is the A1 Spirit. It's the newest Crusader ship out on the line. The C1, hopefully I can get a video of that when it drops into the regular. I'm hoping that's what I have access to soon. And then there's also an E1. I'll have to probably borrow a ship for that when that releases, but I don't know if that's coming anytime soon right now. I don't know. But today's ship is the bomber variant. And I have access to the ship because I recently bought the Zeus concept. And so the loaner for it, for the CL, I believe, is supposed to be the C1. But because the C1's not out yet, we get the A1. I'm not 100% on that yet, but hopefully that's true because hopefully I get a C1 soon. And that might end up being my daily driver for a while. So, what we always do with these is before we get in the game and show a little bit of gameplay with these is we go over the store and we go over kind of like the paints and stuff like that. I'm going to try to be a little bit better and talk about what the A1 is. I know I kind of like rush through these sometimes and I'm get into the game, but the A1, like I said, is a mid-sized multi-purpose starship equipped as a light bomber, but packing enough versatility to tackle multiple roles and unpredictable jobs. Now, that's the description off the website. I don't know if I fully agree with that. Yes, it is a light bomber, but it is that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, you can throw a couple of things in the back, but you can't. There's no grid to lock down. You don't have any cargo space, nothing like that. It is a fighter ship. Real quick, it's got a rear remote turret with size 2 weapons on it. It has, well, no, it's got one mount that's a 2 size 3 gimbal weapons. And then it has 2 size 3 fixed wing weapons. One on each side. Bleh. And then it has 10 bombs. Ardent bombs, I think is what they're called. Something like that. I don't remember now. We'll see them in game. And then it has 2 racks of the size 3 missiles. I think this ship would be a little bit better if it had a little bit of cargo capacity in it, but I understand why they didn't because then you wouldn't be able to walk through. And you'll see why. Let's get on to the paints. Now, the first paint we're going to look at is if you buy the A1. And this is the only way to get this. Past the base paint, we're going to first look at our first paint. It's going to be up here, like I always put it. We're going to look at what's called the Ardent paint. And they say this is the new white and blue paint scheme commemorating Crusader's new look for 2953. So the only way to get this paint is if you buy the ship. You get the A1 Spirit plus this extra paint. Next, we will look at the gray one, which is called, I have all my list somewhere. It's called the Resolute. I really like this one. It's just a light gray, has that little bit of blue, and that same blue. We're going to see that blue in all of them. But yeah, it's just a nice little light gray. I am honestly a fan of the black one that it comes with, but just like the base. And we'll see that in game. So yeah, that's the Resolute paint that you can get. Next we have the Ruby. While I like the color red on this one, I hate the blue line that goes right down the middle. I know that's like the Crusader thing that they're doing now. It's the new look. But if that was a white line or a black line, it would just look better. It doesn't look bad, but it gives that like 1980s, 1990s like pickup truck paint job vibe, in my opinion. And then last we have the Valor, which is black and blue and white, similar to the Stormbringer paint. See, they did the white stripe here where that spirit is. I'm dragging my mouse like y'all can see it. But where the A1 spirit sign is, they did a white there. Why didn't they do that with Ruby? It would have looked better. It would have looked better. But yeah, it's reminiscent of the Stormbringer paints on a lot of the other ships you can get, but it's a slightly different blue. It's a darker blue, I believe. And I don't believe it is a full black. It's not as dark as the base. It might be. It's hard to tell in the pictures. And since I haven't seen it in person. But yeah, that's all the paints you can get. You can get a 3-paint pack on the store for $14.40 to get all 3 of the Resolute, the Ruby, and the Valor. And then if you bought the ship, of course, you get the Ardent as well. Or they're $6 a piece. And that's just, once again, the Resolute, Ruby, or the Valor. The only way to get the Ardent is if you buy the ship. That is enough rambling about paints and stuff. Let's get into the game. All right, folks. Here we are looking at the back end of the Crusader A1 Spirit. It's got a great, like, honestly, this ship looks really good from every angle. The Spirit series looks beautiful. It's just, it's got a great lines. It's sleek. It's got that, like, futuristic, like, airline vibe. Crusader did really well with this one. Kind of got away from the shuttle look that's in like the C2s and the C2 series, and really just sleeked it out. There you go. There's a quick walk around on the outside. And yes, we're going to show a little bit of gameplay of this, of course. And of course, this is just the base paint for it as well. Something that's really cool is when you hit the open door, a red line appears and it shows you where it's going to land. Bing. There you go. We go up the ramp. Always remember to shut the door behind you. Seals up nice and pretty. Now you have a little bit of an area right here that you can use for like a couple of packages or whatever. It's not a lot of room though. It's not very deep. Of course, we're going to open this door. It's going to extend the hallway. This door usually stays open unless you reclaim the ship. And there's your bombs. Beautiful. What's really cool is if you walk over to this screen right here, there's 3 buttons. That's the normal one. It's just kind of off. Okay. And this is like, we're dropping bombs. So cool. I like it. Cool. And that's back to normal mode. Let's go on. Oh. That's just your components right here. You can open things up. I guess you could put a, it says gravity generator. I guess you could put a package there. It'd be kind of cool to put a package there. Avionics. Is there anything on this side? Yep, right there. You got all these different. That's neat. Open that one up already. So I guess technically you could put a couple of like packages in there. I don't think you could put an SU box though. We have, I believe, what's armor storage, which is not really implemented into the game yet, sadly. You have your weapon storage and your like sidearms up there. On this side, you have a bathroom. Fancy. Toilet and all. A toilet. Got a little kitchen here. And store some drinks down there if you must. Got 2 beds, one for the captain, one for the co-pilot. Those also have lights on them, I believe. Storage up here. Just a way to, you know, access the vehicle storage on both sides there. You have the co-pilot chair and you have the pilot seat. So it is a single hallway. Like I said, they're not very big ships. But honestly, they fly pretty good.
You are clear to launch.
Now, something I really think is slick about these ships is the VTOL. That hidden, like, VTOL look right there. Got all your different thrusters in all the different directions. And there she is. Super sleek looking.
Please visit again.
The A1 Spirit. You can see the guns come out when you power on the ship. You got the remote turret there on the back. You got the turret up here on the front. You got... Let's see if I push my buttons right. Oh. There's all your rockets. It opens up like the bomb area and the... So you have the Arster 3s with the Stormburst. Stormburst, that's what those are called. Those are the big boys. And we'll check those out here in a second. Just see that little animation one more time. That's such a cool animation. All right, let's go. I'm going to go to a moon. And we're going to drop one of these bombs so you can see it in action. And of course, right now we're in Microtech because that's where I logged off last time. Now, as we're sitting here waiting for this to spool up, I do have one massive complaint about the visual here, is you have the radar, and you get this blue thing that's above the radar, and it's almost distracting.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
It's extremely distracting in my opinion. Oh, we're still above Microtech, aren't we? Huh. But yeah, I'm gonna go and land over here and we're gonna drop a bomb so y'all can see what this thing does. It's pretty cool. Alright, I'm in a better server now. Let's try this now. There goes. Yeah, that's falling so much better. Were we too high up? Nope, there it is. Boom. That's pretty sweet. Do kind of want to go a little lower. And do that one more time. anticipating it. That's so cool. And of course, you can drop these as you're flying too. Let's see if I can get a... That's not what I want. I'm gonna get a little bit lower here. Level out. And also go pretty slow so we can see. And hopefully this doesn't blow us up. Oh, come on, let me get lower. Let me get lower. Try to go about 100 meters per second. You see it dropping. That one kind of affected us a little bit, but it's okay. Sweet. You can just stay here, and once they load, you can drop another one and drop another one. As you can see, they take a little bit of time to hit, but to reload. And you do get kind of like a circle if you're moving slow enough to know where it's gonna hit. But you gotta be moving pretty slow for that to pop up, I feel like. So there's the circle right there. But you can see in third person as well a little bit. And these are not cheap to replenish. Yeah, one more. Here goes my last one. Somewhere. There it is. And we're all out of those. And of course, I'll sit here and hover. If you go back here, I'm assuming I haven't got to watch it yet, but I bet you get to watch them drop out of here if you're actually back here. Don't know exactly how it works, but there you go. Now they're all empty. Part of why I really like this game is the details like that. You know, like those missiles back there weren't just for show. So anyways, that's a quick little walkthrough and kind of a little bit of a show on what the A1 is. It's a bomber. That's about all it is. But that's okay. If you like bombers, if this is your thing, it's a great little ship. It's a lot more capable to use than like the A1. Or the A2, which is fine, but it's a bigger ship. And with all the new changes of engineering and stuff coming up too, if you're an individual player, you might want to go for something like this if you're more into a bomber. There's also the Eclipse out there, but that has a torpedo on it. So that'll actually more like just a giant tracking missile. It'll go forward. It won't just drop down. So it's it's a difference there. So when it comes to that kind of firepower, an Eclipse is going to have a better run in an actual battle in the air. While this might, if there's some ground troops or whatever, this will be pretty decent to, once you get good with the aiming and stuff like that, then it'd be pretty cool. Anyways, kind of my final thoughts. It's a great little ship. I honestly hoping that when the C1 comes out, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, that replaces this for me, because I'd rather have the C1 over the A1. It's more my play style than the bomber. It does have some capable guns. We got size 3s all the way around it. Now, it's not built to, it's more of a support ship. It's not going to be your main fighter. So remember that. And yeah, I guess that kind of wraps it up. Remember, like, subscribe. Hopefully you found the code. And if you want to enter that, go back to last week's video on the Ghoulish Green Cutter starter pack and follow the links in the description to get to the giveaway page. There was something weird there, and you have to either go to my Twitter or you have to go to my Twitch. Either way, you have to do one of those things to get there. And yeah. So, if you want to win that, it's a great little starter pack. Whether you're a veteran, whether you're brand new to the game, all are welcome. And good luck on that. Hopefully this either sealed the deal for you either way. And yes, I want to buy the A1, or no, I don't want to buy the A1. But it's a cool little ship. It's not my play style, but I know it's a lot of other people's play style out there. And if you're looking for that other secret code, it will be on Friday's video.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And hopefully I can figure out some IAE content coming up soon. So I guess I will see y'all next time. Goodbye.